Very close. Okay. Got survival 9 with her. I'm going to give her an athletics just so she has second wind. All right. I like Vicious Companion, but I think I want Resilient Companion instead. Higher damage for the Fox, which is nice. But I want it to last longer, so I'm going to give it the higher, give itself damage reduction. So, yeah. Then Aloth. Oh, can't even increase lore yet. All right. For little Foxy getting killed all the time. That's why I wanted to increase it. And I'm giving you second win. That's it. Hold on to those points for the next one. Alot's sprite looks so much less dignified than his art. Well, I mean, considering what he's wearing. Yeah. Arcane Dampener creates a nullifying field of antagonistic magical energy around the chosen point, suppressing all beneficial effects on enemies in the area of effect. Spells. Who drains his own endurance. Slow spell. I have to like read these and like translate to the version of the spells that I know from D&D. Those hats are great. Please out-level this look hats. Yeah. Then grass OP. Yeah. Well, displace image. Oh yeah, and that's it's like blur. Never use it, but you like deleterious alacrity of motion because it thematically reminds you of old second edition haste that removed a year from the end of your life whenever you use it. Yeah, that is a thing. Hell, I've got my first edition books back there that I could probably grab and look at. Actually, let me do that. Ancient spells, yes. The yeah. That one. Okay, so let's see. I'm curious. Like, that's actually a good question. Like this version of the version of haste, if it's even in here. And it's separated differently. There's magic user spells, and then there's illusionist spells. Like it's because there's 4 spell tables: clerics, druids, magic users, and then illusionists. So a whole different thing altogether. Okay. Second level. Oh, I love this. Forgot about this. The this isn't haste, but it's the mirror image, which level 2 in this version, and the artwork. Oh, I have to share it because it's just fantastic. Third level spells. Here we go. There's Blink, Fireball, and Haste. Here we go. So it doesn't actually say the exact same thing about losing the year of life, but it does age. Explanation description. When this spell is cast, affected creatures function at double their normal movement and attack rates. Thus, a creature moving at 6 feet and attacking 1 time per round would move at 12 feet and attack 2 pounds per round. Spellcasting is not more rapid. Now you need alacrity. The number of creatures which can be affected is equal to the level of experience of the magic user. Those creatures closest to the spell user being affected in preference to those further away, and all affected by haste must be in the designated area of effect. This spell negates the effects of a slow spell, so it just canceled it out. Additionally, this spell ages the recipients due to a speeded metabolic process. The material component is a shaving of licorice root. And that one, but so 1 creature per level, level 3 spells. I mean, what's it? Level 5, and you get level 3, right? Mighty mustache, hilts. Yes. But so if you're level 5 and you can cast 1 haste, you can get 5 people, 6 people. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Now slow. Does not have. It's interesting that slow, is a negative effect spell, slows the character down, or it cancels out the haste spell. But this one specifically, in that haste does not build on itself. It does not create higher. It's not a cumulative effect, but slow can be. It actually specifically says it has a cumulative effect if cast on creatures already slowed. It otherwise affects magically speeded or slow creatures. So continuously casting slow on a creature, basically, you don't stop it, but you effectively stop it. So I love like some of the older versions of some of these spells, and I am looking forward to seeing how it is in the new versions. I'm very hesitant about it because I want the books, but I can't. There's no way I can. You need 3 books to play the damn game, and they're each of them going to be like 50 bucks a piece. I'm like, what the hell? $150. Play a game. Now, when this book came out, it was a lot cheaper. This particular copy, I had to pay $20 for because I lost my original version of it at some point, and then I found the used copy, and they're like, "Yeah, we're selling for $20." I was like, "Okay." But I am curious to see the difference in some of the descriptions and how spells have changed, because the spells have changed over the years with the different editions. Like Fireball. And interesting thing with Fireball, and I think someone cast slow on you. Well, I think, what is it now? Like, it's currently 66 damage in the current edition, if I recall correctly. This one is just specifically one 6-sided die for each level of experience of the spellcaster. So, level 5, casting Fireball will be 5d6. 6d6, but 5d6. All right. But they had an exception to the rules, which I thought was interesting to me. In that wands that had Fireball on it, the magic Fireball wands, deliver 6 die Fireball, so 6d6 always. But if it was a staff that had Fireball, it would always do 8d6 damage. And scrolls deliver a Fireball of from 5 to 10 dice, so d6 plus 4 of damage. So a scroll could be random in terms of how it's damaged. If you had a staff, it was always 8d6. If it was a wand, it was always 6d6 no matter what. And it did not have a concussive force. It was specifically only cause damage in the area of effect. Which, I mean, makes sense, but they specifically said the burst does not expend considerable amount of pressure, and the burst will generally conform to the shape of the area in which it occurs. It does ignite all combustible materials, though, so that's where things happen. Yeah, Fireball's just such a Fireball's so fun. Back to level up. Yeah, the displaced image is a good one. I like that spell. I do. Plus 25 deflection, plus 20 reflex, plus 50% of incoming hits converted to grazes. That's a really nice spell. I mean, it's blur. Poison Cloud. Also Visage. Yeah, we'll get it. Oh, and we do get a talent, so that's good. Arcane Veil. Hunter's Protective Shield of Magic. Dramatically boosting the wizard's deflection. Grimoire Slam. Allows the wizard to smash an enemy with a grimoire energized with spiritual energy, causing large damage and knocking the target back. That could be useful to have but at the same, like, if they get close. But I don't want people getting close, so I'm going to kind of keep him where he is. I think I'm going to go with the bonus second level spell. How much more do I still have on him? He's almost there.
Yes.
Look at that. Already someone to fight. Battle.
Ulig.
Dog, just it. Almost survived, Foxy. Almost. The key.
Certainly.
I'll see what I can find.
Appears as though someone rummaged through this uneven row of books in a hurry. These jars are chipped and cracked, as if knocked to the ground and set back in place. Syrian dialects. I've gotten that one. The NISC is Nish, so Dernish. His name is not Pernisk, but Pernish.
Oh?
Let's see what lies this way.
Roll of prayer against restraint. Elementary Glamfathan. Oh, there's a door right there.
And what does the flame reveal?
Why, you're all the way at the back. I don't understand.
Hmm?
Aha! The actual furnish. One side of the overturned vase is splashed with crimson. Someone has gathered sheets and towels into a makeshift bed. Rumpled fabric is stiff with blood and unwashed sweat. Man lies, bound and bloodied, on the floor before you. His face is a tapestry of bruises, and blood is splattered across several corners of the room. Man cringes and sobs as you approach. Please no more. I can't take any more. I'm very to hurt you. Man pauses, gazing at you. You're not. Oh, praise Barath. You're not one of his men, are you? Please, I don't know who you are, but my name is Pernish. This is my house. You have to help me. Who was that downstairs? An imposter. Some wizard named Nyrid came into my house, tied me up in here, tortured me, and now he and his men are eating my food, breaking my selling stuff inside my own house. You just showed up all of a sudden? He looks away, unable to meet your gaze. I have hung on to a tiny portion of my supplies share, but I needed that money. What exactly happened? He sent over the wizard and the men downstairs. Pick up the lost copper, I guess, and to hurt me while he's at it. It feels like it's been days. Why should I help you? Because it's the right thing to do. Okay, look. Larry took all my money, but he still has it. If you kill him, he's bound to have most of it on his person. You can have all of it. Maybe I can convince him to leave. You don't know him, what he's capable of. You'll see soon enough. There's my level up. Survival. And athletics. Okay, now we have new invocations. Sound of his voice, the killers froze stiff. Or as 4 phrases chanted. Hey. Paralyzation against the enemy, okay. When do you learn more chants, though? Not the invocations, but the chants. Furnish slew the beast, but soon faced its kin. Summons. Oh, it's another summon. My son, do you see your sisters across the moor? Also a summon. Will-o-wisps. Got you, Ben Fidel. Fear. Out of their shackles, cast off their chains. Okay. Basically, it's a free action. The lover cried out to the beloved, I am yours. Charm. Rejoice, my comrades. 2 fingers of daylight. Stores endurance and grants immunity to frightened and terrified on all allies struck by them. Huh. I like the summon. I like summons. But I don't know if I want the worms or the will-o-wisp. Let's go with the worms. Okay, talent. Beloved spirits improves the caster's connection to the soul fragments they employ, increasing ancient memories' healing capability. Okay. Yeah. I don't like how this is set up, though, because they're everywhere. Let's just move everybody into position.
Ready, Watcher.
Hmm?
All right. Found the man you tied up upstairs, the one also claiming to be Pernish. That's so. Then you had to go digging around, friend. Because now I can't exactly let you leave, can I? I was getting tired of pretending to be that sad sack anyway. Gods. Well. No, I don't want drugs.
Worth it.
Stop! Staggers back, holding a bloody hand in front of him. I give up. Just leave and I'll go peacefully, alright? You can go peacefully into my dungeon. That's true, I do have a dungeon. That's neat. It's my only choice. Kind of dungeon. Wow. Wow, Bennis. Miss it, I swear. There you are.
Certainly.
Your friend said so? Sure. Sure you did. We got rid of all the mercenaries. It's taken care of. Need to find my love camera only after whatever Nara put her through. I'm afraid she won't give me a chance. She might listen to you. She sent me here in the first place. Woman helped save my life without realizing it. Please bring her home and tell her that everything's back to normal. I'll talk to her.
You must.
To your party, venturing forth. That's another thing. Oh, what now? Yeah, I know, Venice. I've seen it before. You posted that. I think you put it on Dime's Discord. Pernish was being impersonated by a powerful wizard. However, the real Pernish also feels theft. No idea. Pernish, how can I trust him after something like this? He's lied to me for this long. Should just be glad I found out about this before the wedding. Oh, they weren't married. I thought they were married, so she was engaged. Okay. There are other men in Defiance Bay. Oof. Right now he needs help and forgiveness. Do you think I could help him turn around? And thought of it that way. You really do see the best in everyone. I appreciate what you've done for us. I'm certain Pernish feels the same way. You're always welcome to come see us if you need anything. Hey. Total quest experience 3240. Not bad. I'm gonna take this. I classed something from when I picked it up from one of the merchants to help me stand firm in my decision. I'll be fine without it now. Wavering resolve. Intellect 2, resolve 1. So in this case, because Aloth has his hat that has a intellect +2, if I put the amulet on him, which has an intellect +2, it won't matter. It'll just be intellect +2. There's no stack. But it does contribute to defense. So that, I could just put that on there and just so continually get all the defense possible. But no. Honestly. Do that. We're going to do that because we're going to end up getting rid of this. You don't need that turban anymore. Age upturned, unturned. Oh.
Hmm? Oh, that must be something. Ah. Blind Monk's Venom, like 15% experience. Series of murders have shocked and terrorized the scribes of White Rock Isle. Sequestered in their island monastery in the boot of Andra, they've had little success reaching out to the mainland for help.
Renowned for their integrity and artistic talents, the scribes may be unknowingly carving someone who is attempting to sabotage their work on forbidden food. Books. What is this? Sure. Okay. Time to move on. I'm kind of curious to see what happens inside the...
Better indeed.
You have a messenger. The hearth construction is complete. Take a look. I think it's upstairs. Maybe that. Kinda looks like it. The next thing to be repaired will be this. I'm guessing this must be the laboratory. I don't know. Oh, that's the heart. This is the...
The keep's coming along nicely.
Getting there. I have a message from the Ducal Palace. Yeah? Is it Dookie-like? Chancellor Warren of Defiance Bay requests you meet with him at your earliest convenience in the Ducal Palace. Claim on Kawadnua has been called into question by the Gathman family. Earl Badamar has issued a ruling on the matter, but both you and Lord Gathman must be present. Who's Chancellor Warren? Arbiter of legal matters for Earl Badamar of the Gasp. Tell me about Lord Gathman. An old Adirian lineage, I believe. The former lord of this stronghold, a distant relative of Lord Gathman, allied himself with the losing side during the War of Defiance. It was mine. Hey, I'll go meet him. But Am I timed on it? I don't know.
Well met, friend.
We're gonna sell. Oh. It is really nice that you don't have to worry about carry weight. Really do appreciate that. No?
Looks a little healthy.
Let's head this way because I want to that set up. But I'm going to take a quick break because I am kind of overdue.
Adair, you have said you fought in the Saints' War, but for which side?
The one that blew up my god.
I didn't mean anything by it. I imagine a man with a head made of fire and light could be very convincing.
Funny thing about Dear Woodens. With all that fire and light, they just treated him like another authority figure.
There's the Ducal Palace, Alien Embassy, Crucible Keep, Temple. There's a Temple of Woodica.
Politics, infighting, greed. And a shrine to Margaret as well. Her clergy belongs there.
Adler Cohen. Twelve Terms Maggie Tiller. I just wanted to do the stuff with the estate, and then we're going to continue back to the previous area because I haven't finished exploring that. But like I said, I'm getting up to stretch. Gonna get some water too. Feel free to do the same. Get something to drink. Get something to snack on. Use facilities. Take care of yourself. We'll return in a few moments. Okie dokie. I've returned. All right, let's make sure that our stuff is ours. Speak with Chancellor Warren at the Hall of Records inside the Sidley.
Greetings.
Hello. What's the Ducal Palace? It's the seat of government here in Defiance Bay. This is where Duke Admeth Hadrit declared freedom from Adirian rule some 150 years ago. It's also a hotbed of regional politics, trust me. Gossip here beats what you can find in any tavern or brothel in the city. Deerwood, it changes too quickly to be worth keeping up with. Better to strike up conversation in the taverns and try to loiter inconspicuously in the palace corridors. Here for news? Who are you? I'm a page here in the palace. I deliver messages and run errands for the Duke and his advisors. Pay's not great, but I can't think of a better introduction to politics. What goes on in here? Where to start? We've got meetings, public hearings, and ceremonies, and that's just the stuff that happens out in the open. This is where the Duke and his key advisors work, so there's always someone bartering for a favor. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to talk about that side of things. But if you want the official version, we have a shrine devoted to Magrin, official records, and chambers for public hearings and council meetings. Tell me about the shrine. It's a symbol of Magrin's protection of Defiance Bay. These represented the revolutionary spirit of the Deerwood ever since independence. Her involvement in creating the Godhammer bomb only affirmed her importance to us. It's also where the first of the sacred fires burned, but Irga, the tranquil ardent, has had trouble keeping them lit. Kind of records are stored. Mostly dull official stuff, census counts, tax records, militia registers. Now I keep my distance. I got curious one day I got drafted into reshelving half the records. First day of my life. Is there a hearing going on right now? Sure is. Duke Avar has been meeting with some of the city leaders for weeks now, trying to figure out how to address the legacy. The whole business is terribly secret, though. I tried to sit in the gallery during my lunch break one day and got turned away. But a lot of the talk concerns animancy, so there's good reason they're keeping the meetings behind closed doors. See? Whiteman's legacy. That's what a lot of people call the rash of Oliver. Theory goes that it's punishment for meddling in animancy. Why is it so controversial? Where to begin? Traditionalists think it's a crime against the gods. There's no question that poking around in souls is risky, but more progressive elements believe it's our only shot at restoring heavy births. Healthy births. It doesn't help matters that animancy research often involves holding Gwithan relics that were illegally looted from ruins in Air Glenfath. Or Hollowborn. Really are fresh from the road. Hollowborn are children born without souls. They often don't live for very long, and those that do generally receive some kind of treatment from the animancers. What do you think about animancy? Me? I think the real danger of animancy is confusing a real scholar with an expensive fake. We get a new case here every day. Some poor couple in the Gift or Copper Lane who spend every copper they've had on a miracle cure for their unborn child. It never works. Breaks your heart, but there's usually nothing we can do for them. See. Tell me about the current Duke. That'd be Avar Wolfgren. Let the title fool you, though. Our dukes have been elected since independence. Some find Duke Avar rather coarse. He's a frontier noble. Personally, I think a rough and tumble type is what Defiance Bay needs. Hi. Got the Shrine of Magrin, Hall of Records, and stuff of. Well. Check out the shrine, because apparently someone's having problems. Stone figure of a warrior gazes towards a raised hand. It's empty. Palm and fingers are blackened.
Well met, friend.
Praise be to Magrin and welcome to her temple. How may I be of service? So upset. Wrong. It's about the fires, isn't it? They're just symbols. You can't put your faith in them. Only symbol. Is that why you're distressed? No, I've kept them burning steadily for 15 years, but I haven't been able to conjure them for months now. People need to see them more than ever these days. What's that mean? My devotions and prayers that keep them lit. But lately, when I try to pray, all I can think about are the Hollowborn all over the city. Grieving families, the refugees. How could Magrin allow us to suffer like this? What strength do we gain from a soulless child? What strength do we gain from adversity? I'll attest. Fires don't wither because she lacks in faith. They wither because she does not understand how to be faithful to a whore. A whore wants neither praise nor devotion, or wants to be compensated for her services. Magrin has paid in pleasure to sweat, struggle, and pain. This mewling imbecile is unworthy of Magrin's woman. Is this a shake in your faith? But I believe Magrin may be speaking to me again. Lately I've been seeing visions placed in the wilderness with pools filled with sunbursts of color, strange falls that seem to rise to the heavens even while they splash into the earth. Behind the falls is a cave filled with fire and heat and danger, some token of my goddess. I know there's something there, but where it is or how I get there, I've been meaning to ask around at the expedition hall to see if anyone recognizes the description. To be honest, though, I don't know what I'd do even if I found the place. Worthless. Summoning Magrin's flock. Afraid of her god's tests. Magrin speaks to her. It is to hasten an end to a hypocrite's life. This vision is surely a death trap. I'd like to know more about the temple. All right, first sacred pyres. Significance. Represent power and guidance. Cinders of fate. Let's see what that's. Someone at the expedition hall might. Well, we haven't gone there yet, but we're trying to go to.
Good day, stranger.
That's okay. Looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to someone. But a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there's still quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will towards Riadzarans. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came to settle here for peace. But perhaps if you were more established in Defiance Bay, things would no reason to suspect you would be any different from the others. I just need to find out about my brother. I don't even know what side he fought for. Okay. I have to make my reputation better. Chancellor War. Who's Marshal Forward? I've been trying to track you down for some time. It's Marshal Forward, old Batamar's military advisor. Serve as a witness for this proceeding. Well met, Road Warden. Your reputation sees you. I admit you've created a bit of stir throughout the nobility with your reclamation of Cayo Nua. Most are still not sure what to think of you. What's this about? The legitimacy of your claim to Cayo Nua is in question. Earl Batamar has issued a ruling on the matter. I trust the Earl to make a fair judgment. Cooperation is duly noted and much appreciated. All will be made clear once Lord Gathman arrives. Do you have any questions for me while we wait? Tell me about Earl Batamar. That's from a esteemed line of lords that rose to prominence after the War of Defiance some 100 years ago. Deerwood consists of 7 earldoms. Batamar's governed the northern earldom, known as the Grasp. As to the current Batamar, he's as fine a man as I know. It's an honor to serve him. Tell me more about the Grasp. Now, the largest of the 7 earldoms after it consumed the pre-war earldom of Yenwood. It encompassed notable settlements such as New Kiomar, Erin's Grap, Gilded Vale, and of course Cayo Nua. Yenwood. When the Deerwood was a mere colony of 8 deer, it was divided into 9 earldoms. Erins were defeated and ultimately driven out. 2 of the earldoms were absorbed, and borders were adjusted. Yenwood was one such earldom. Do you know a Gathman? And about once is ample time to discover the character of Lord Arlitter or leader Gathman. I could probably read those books that tell me how to pronounce things, because they actually have books that tell you how to pronounce things. It's amazing to have them. Descended from an old Adirian line that predates the War of Defiance. His great-grandfather, Rini Gathman, was the Earl of Yenwood during the war, until he was stripped of his lands and driven. You know which way Earl Badamar has ruled? Sorry, my lord, I do not. The Earl's decree is sealed. What was that about road war? The one who rules Kayad Nua on behalf of the Earl of Yenwood is traditionally known as the Road Warrior. Her position might not be entirely official yet, but the title is an appropriate form of address. He nods and smiles. Oh, he's in green? Aw, don't make him an asshole. He's gonna be, though. Opulently dressed man strides towards the Chancellor, his sandy hair trailing behind him, a banner caught in light. Boot heels echoing throughout the hall. An elven woman, cropped hair dressed in dark, glinting mail, shadows his steps before taking position along him. She watches you unabashedly, taking measure. Let's move past this formality as quickly as possible. I have other matters to attend to. It's well known that Kayad Nua belongs to me by right. And where is this pretender? He who murdered the Raedricks, my own sister and her husband, steals my land. Where is this low-born wretch? Oh, sister was a lady. Warren clears his throat and glances at you. This woman here. This is the lady, Kayad Nua. Thought she was just another servant. Not a valet or a scullery. Raise your hand. Everyone who owns their own keep, raise a hand. Go on, don't be shy. Imbecile. I hope you've enjoyed your time squatting on my land. Provoke me further, and I'll hang you from the highest wall of Kayad Nua. Our business is finished. Chancellor, read the Earl's decree. Warren breaks the seal on the scroll and unfurls it. Regarding the matter of the Gathman claim on Kayad Nua, Earl Badamar finds that the Gathman claim was never relinquished. By law, Kayad Nua is the rightful property of the Gathman family. I knew it. But yet to finish reading them. Gathman rolls his eyes and motions for the Chancellor to continue. However, the Earl recognizes Trini Trini's part in reclaiming Kayad Nua. It's like that it stood abandoned, even some would say cursed, for a century. Before Kayad Nua's return to the Gathman family, the Earl has decreed that Lord Gathman, by compensation in the form of absolute. Lord, the amount is quite reasonable and a requirement for your land to be returned to you. Just allow me to finish. I'll not pay a single copper to this miscreant from my ancestral land. Do you think I'm blind to the Earl's motives, lackey? He thinks he can send a message with this insult? I'll have a message you can send that son of a whore. He raises an open hand as the Chancellor shrinks from arms raised in defense. Enough. How dare you give me an order? Gathman whirls to face you. Lord, I suggest you calm yourself. Marshall's tone is calm, but his hand rests on the hilt of his sword. Elven woman deftly draws a pistol from her thick leather belt. Her eyes widen. It's patient. Lord, lady, please, there's no need for further violence. Lord Gathman holds your gaze for several heartbeats, his eyes burning hatred. I'll be coming for what's mine. Count on it. Come, Captain Emery. Leave me. He sneers defiantly before storming down the hall. Captain lowers her pistol and gives a smirking shrug before following her employer. Well, I can't say that Gathman's reaction was entirely unexpected. Through no fault of your own, I'm afraid you've made a powerful enemy. Seemed a little upset, didn't he? I've heard he's always been vicious, even as a boy. And he can hold a grudge for a very long time. Yeah, I've never played any game where this ever happened. Baldur's Gate 2, it happens in that one. It happened in Pathfinder Kingmaker and Wrath. Well, to a point, Wrath. More so. In Baldur's Gate 2, we had the Dearnese Keep. It was the keep you would get if you were a fighter type. Barbarian too, I think. Although weren't barbarians at the time. In any case, Kayad Nua now officially belongs to you since Lord Gathman has rejected the decree. He hands you a deep blue scepter which looks to have been carved entirely out of sapphire. Here, this belonged to one of the old lords of Kayanua. All right, it's yours now. Interesting. Did I send him money as a token of friendship? No, I don't think that. I think that would be it. I don't want to give my money away. Send an invitation to Lord Gathman to feast with me within the halls of Kayanua. No need for us to be enemies. It's a generous offer. I'll make sure it reaches Lord Gathman. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, milady. Perhaps we'll speak again under more pleasant circumstances. Farewell, Greeny Tree. All right. Still neutral, so I need to get my reputation up within the city. Exactly. Slide. It goes. Okay. All right, time to go back.
Yes.
Where have we not gone? We have not gone to Catacombs. We've not gone to Brackenbury. Brackenbury's separate. Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Scrivener's Dormitory. I don't know who Lumdala is yet, so... Go here. Wait.
Certainly.
To whispers and shadows.
It said that one of the actors hid something under a stone. There's Lumdala.
Now here's something.
Ah. Oaken Scarab figurine. Ah. Ooze. That's neat. That's another summon. Like having
Yes.
summons. Oh. Abdallah. She has a house nearby. She turns her chiseled cheekbones to the sky and favors you with a look of acknowledgement. Her eyes shimmer under silvered eyeshadow and a razor-precise line of gold. Before you can speak, she throws her hand up in dramatic fashion.
Hail and well met.
Autographs after the performance, please. Great art requires great concentration, and greatness is expected from the revel of stars. What's the revel of stars? We are the finest theater troupe in the city. We believe that the best art is immersive and true to life. We stage our performances right here in Copper Lane for the edification of all.
I suppose I can spare a moment for a fan. What do you do? That depends entirely on the demands of the role. I am the Pallid Knight, the Widow of the Wood, and the Warrior Queen, all at different times. Live a different life every day. It's a glorious thing indeed, my friend. Does the Revel of Stars take in any new members? But of course, good drama is a balm to the soul, and we wish to offer a true theatrical experience to as many as possible. What kind of members do you take? We'll take in the new and old, the tall and small, the experienced and inexperienced. Whoever is best suited to fulfill a role to the utmost. How long do you keep members? As long as they're able to satisfy the demands of the roles. True acting can be a grueling process, so some last longer than others. Okay. I mean, I could just go into her house. She's down here. I don't know if that means I can steal stuff from her or not, but... yeah, go check her house out. Why not? Why not? Yes, Baltar. Painting depicts a famous scene from the Light of Dawn in which the traveler and the ghost happen upon a starving.
Keeping an eye out.
Nope. Something over here. Over here? Unlocking this will require the proper key. Okay, so that's the thing. I don't have a key to it. All right. That means there's probably some kind of quest or side quest that we get. All right, time to go here.
The dozens may not like us foreigners much, but they certainly don't mind taking our coin.
Up. And Lear. A well-groomed man steps through the hall with a confident swagger, a smug grin etched on his face. He's flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. Ink, the fine, and the nimble. One of his companions eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet. Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just know that Ben's giant slayers run things around here, you'll be fine. Never heard of him. You have now. Stick around Defiance Bay and you will again. Plenty of bounties to go around, but there's a reason the giant slayers get the lion's share. Remember that. Enough jabber, Bine. You're gonna do the job or talk about it. Pointing self. See you around, pup. Steal.
can do that. That's settled.
Osric. Outer bands of this target are pocked with countless wounds. Arrows are for practice in the expedition hall only. Purchase weapons for personal use from Sonild. No exceptions. Edges of these swords have been blunted for practice. Commander Clivers scrawled across this dummy in chalk. Let's see. Osric.
For last time, Aidwig, keep your fucking blade up. If that dummy was armed, it'd have your head off.
Tell me about this expedition hall. Treasure hunting, plain and simple. Sponsors put up money, hire adventurers to explore the wilds looking for ruins mostly. If they come back alive, they split the spoils. If not, it's because they handle their weapons like this lot in front of me, who might as well be digging their own graves right now.
You want an expedition? Talk to Wenon. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
You have something I need done, something that requires competence. What do you need done?
I was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible. When I left, they kept my arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the armor belonged to my family. I'd like it back.
Doesn't sound like leaving was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Nothing more destructive than a crowd with the wrong idea. Why don't you just go ask for it back?
No. Oh, they'd like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
Now, what's the armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
See what I can do.
Then it's Penhelm you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
Visited a forger in Andra's gift right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher in Dunred Row. If you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there, well, drinks on me. His soul lineage.
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over. Every novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
If generations of Masuk's traditions are any indication, this Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, a past like that has to count for something.
Good day, stranger.
There you go. Tell me about the expeditions. How long have you worked here? A few years, okay. Cousins only do business with me so long as I only do business with them, and they're good customers. But if you get on Osric's good side, he can make an exception for you. Probably train some of the new. So help him out, and then I can buy from her.
That's settled.
Geological map. Ooh. Oh, that actually helped the, Cool. Let's see, there's a... Searing Falls, all right.
Yes.
That's settled.
Yeah, I don't care about the R+. I just wanted to unlock it so I can get the XP. Let's go talk to Weenan.
Don't stand on ceremony. State your business.
Tell me about the dozens. Good men and women are trying to walk in the footsteps of great men and women who came before us. We're a loose association of warriors and expeditionaries in the year. Not as fancy as the Crucible Knights, mind you, but at least we remember our roots. At least they remember someone else's roots and pretend to be like them.